What up, YouTube? All right, let's get it. So we'll talk about back to the PowerPoint here. And we're back to the charts on stacking on this slide here. And so want to reiterate on yes, scalping indicators. I want to review on what I talked about here for the last video. And so for those of you that really want to use for those that really want to use the indicators, you have to define what's going to work out for you. And you have to test out the indicators for yourself, whether it could be what I have here or something that's customized for you. And so just because you have the PowerPoint doesn't mean you're going to be so successful at trading because of this PowerPoint. It doesn't matter what I give you. The most important thing is that you're willing to learn and apply the knowledge that you're given so that you can build the experience, so you gain your own experience, right? You gain your own experience. You define your own discipline in trading. You define your own actions in trading, and then you start having, you start setting goals and getting towards into a higher level of success in trading for yourself. So always back to mindset here, but I want to get into stacking on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, it's a pretty good time frame, and I would tie that with the 15-minute. So let's go back here and let's talk about this. Not on the US dollar. I apologize. Not the US dollar. Let's talk about UJ here on the one. Let's talk about UJ on the 1 hour. You can see I'm gonna remove this. I'm not a fan of volume. So with this, you can see how much USDJPY is going up right now. Obviously, you want to find where you want to stack, right? I hop into 15 minutes. So you can see that where it got inverted right here with this candle, and it put and this is a third bull candle here. So you gotta be careful because this is a third bull candle. And what I mean by that is that on the candlestick Bible, when there's three consistent candles going up or three consistent candles going down, they call it the three soldiers or the three crows. The three crows are the three bear candles, and then three soldiers are the three bull candles, which we're seeing right now. You can see that UJ is coming back to the same resistance at 103.7, and it doesn't want to go any higher than that. So you gotta be justify yourself if you want to stack right now. If you stack right now, you could potentially lose in negative drawdown. And the question is how long you want to hold that out till. So me personally, I would wait until 1 to 2 hours later to see if it's justified on getting in and stacking. So I like tying the 15-minute with the 1 hour. And with the 1 hour, you can see that the new 1 hour candle just started because it is 9 a.m. Central Time here, 10 a.m. Eastern Time for you guys in New York. So very crucial to understand for yourself that don't get too caught up on what's happening at this point if you want to stack. And when you want to utilize this 1 hour time frame on stacking, is make sure, yeah, make sure that you don't get yourself caught up on saying, oh, I'm going to stack this thing all the way right now, 10, 15, 20 open positions on this pair right now. And then you're going to then you're going to be like, hold on a second. Why am I losing so much money? So you got to justify that, at this time it's 9 o'clock. So we have one more hour of the overlap with London and New York. Now, this hour is very crucial because it's the last hour of London and this is the last hour of the overlap. So whatever happens within this hour, I would not, for me personally, I would not be stacking at this time because if I was going to stack, I would stack at the beginning of New York session so I can ride the whole session out of New York versus trying to wait for the overlap to be done and then trying to get back in. And if you do get back in, the question is, are you going to capture the amount of pips and profits if you didn't get in before the opening of New York sessions? So that's the easiest way I can say it for you guys. Because if you didn't get in on USDJPY an hour ago on this previous 1 hour candle, right? Then and you decide to stack right now and it's 9 o'clock. So if you didn't stack at 8 in the morning, Central Time, right? For me, or 7 a.m. Eastern time for you, then you're going to get yourself caught up within this first hour, with this second hour candle here. So very crucial to understand that every hour you get a new hourly candle, but make sure you tie yourself back to the 15 minutes so that you don't get confused on when you want to get a precise entry. With the 15 minutes, a little bit more precise on looking at prices as up and down. So now we know that looking at 103.551 right down here, and looking at the resistance here at 103.714 and 15. And you can see that USDJPY is starting to trickle itself back down. Now, overall, it is a downtrend, but at the same time, you look for a reversal point as well. So, uh, what else? Let's talk about Euro here. Euro is going back down. I'm looking for a really strong sell for Euro for the remainder of this week. It's been up for so long already. Pound, I would not mess with the pound. Pound is up and down with UK and EU. So European Union and UK Parliament, their Brexit deal is like all over the place. So just something about that. Let's talk about gold here. Gold's going back down, but you can see that on the 1 hour, you can see there's a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour. So you gotta justify that there's consolidation, your structure of consolidation, and if you want to stack, what are you stacking on top of that price to hold on what to take exit, to take exits on what other prices you're taking on. Me personally, if I was selling gold right now, I would only hold it all the way down to 1824. There's a lot of support right here at 1824. If it doesn't break that, then you gotta justify yourself how long you want to hold the sell for gold. But let's go back to USDJPY because I love bought this pair a lot, and this is one of the best pairs to scalp and stack and swing and make the most amount of money when there's reversals on this pair. Let's go back to the PowerPoint here. Now, obviously, this was based on Euro, and this is a trend indicator that I just took a snapshot of, and it just tells you how many pips you would have caught based on, based on buying on here and then selling down here and then buying up here. I do not own this software or indicator software. I don't know. A lot of people were asking me about this software, and I was like, I don't own this. I just took a snapshot on this and put it on here so you guys can just see an example of what you're buying and selling to understand, to understand your perspective of stacking comes back to how many times you have, experience on stacking, the amount of trades, and if you were stacking on a trend, what was your patience and your mindset behind that and holding out those trades and capturing the most amount of pips? The most amount of pips and profits you'll make is when you swing. I mean, when you stack like 5, 10, or even 20, 30 positions, it depends on the capital that you have. But the more you stack, right, you have to understand the more you can lose. But if you capture at the right time on the trend, on the reversal, then you're going to make the most amount of money all the time. But there are days that you shouldn't be stacking, right? Especially when there's days of consolidation. When there are days of consolidation, do not waste your time trying to stack. If you are stacking, and me personally, I don't stack when I scalp position. I just do one big lot size, one standard, two standard, three standards, through five standard. It just makes sense because then you're paying the commissions and spreads up front with the big lot size and with the standard lot size, and you capture the most amount of pips and profits in a short amount of time with the higher standard lot size that you're scalping off of. Now that's going back to the 5 minute, 1 minute, the 15-minute charts, 15 minute and down. Here, if you plan on on stacking, then you have to understand, the trend structure, the overall structure. Okay, there's two differences: trend structure and overall structure. With the overall structure, look at the big overview of how strong this trend is, and how if the trend is going to continue, then you could possibly, you know, then you have to look for the reversal point. Without that, then like for me, there are times that I would get caught up on trying to anticipate a reversal and it doesn't reverse, it ends up going down even more, or ends up going up even higher, creating a newer high or creating a newer low, and then you're all over the place trying to guesstimate when you want to buy and sell. Something like that, you have to sit back and be a little bit more patient, especially if you want to stack and swing and ride the trend. And the best trends are reversal trends, because when it reverses, man, you can ride that thing out for the whole week or two. That's the easy way I can say it. You can cap that's where you capture the most amount of money. And so scalping is great, but you're just catching short term positions and short term profits. So let me go back here to my thing here. The daily chart stack on a trend. I will go this on a separate video, because this will I will tie with the weekly and understanding the daily and the weekly trends, so that you can understand the daily and the weekly structures. But back to the 1 hour, if you are seeing this right now, I mean, you can see how much USDJPY is going up right now, and it's really crazy, right? Now, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour here. You can see how much it's already going up. Now, given the fact that if it does actually close like this, to me, it would be a reversal point for me to buy and hold the position for 104, right? I would hold it for 104 right here, and then it come back to retest 104.5. So that'd be another 150 to 100 pips on gains on holding it out. Now, why the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour breaks it down a much better scale of swinging versus the daily and the weekly. The daily and weekly are, you got to have a lot more patience with the daily candles and the weekly candles. With the 4 hour, you get the 4 hour candles. You get two 4 hour candles in each session. Two 4 hour candles in New York, two 4 hour sessions, two 4 hour candles in Tokyo, two 4 hour candles in London. So you justify that. That's 6 times 4 hours. That's 24 hours. 6 times 4 is 24 hours. So that's pretty cool. So understand, like I said, understand that. Man, I hate this thing. Oh crap! It took me out. Yeah. So understand that your 4 hour can be your best friend on on looking at reversal points, reversal trend structures, and looking at this candle every 4 hours, so that if you want to justify holding the position. And man, this pair is just going crazy right now. I did have a couple of buys at the bottom, but man, this thing is going nuts right now. So who's ever capturing this is making a lot of money right now. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short here. And like I said, this week is gonna be a really good week of trading. But next week, you have to dive down and take a step back, because of the holidays are coming up next week. So with that, keep in mind that after the holidays, you can get back and jump into it. But then we got New Year's again. So you got to pick your days. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are your best days so far. Now, obviously, next week is going to be holidays. So you just want to be able to trade Mondays and Tuesday and justify what day is going to make you most amount of money, whether it be Monday or Tuesday. And you can see that today's Monday, and it's already cracking up a lot already for the US dollar as a buy right now. So other than that, um, yeah, that's it. I wish you guys much success in Forex trading for this week. Much respect to you guys, much love for you guys. I appreciate everyone you guys that's been following me, subscribing to this channel. And like I said, I'm gonna create more like I said, full more details on the PowerPoint here, just to clarify and to give you guys a full summary review on each PowerPoint slide. And if you really want the PowerPoint slide, I don't just telegram me or email me. I will send it to you guys. All right, that. Peace out, guys.